Operation Eagle Flush. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arrested 792 suspected members of a cybercrime syndicate operating across several states in Nigeria. Investigations reveal that these fraudsters often begin with romantic conversations online, using charm and emotional manipulation to gain the trust of their victims. Once they secure attention, they introduce a fake business or investment platform, claiming it offers quick and guaranteed returns. Victims are then directed to register on a bogus website, where they are made to believe they're part of a legitimate investment. But before registration is complete, they are asked to pay a fee, sometimes as small as $30, and in other cases as high as $35,000 or more. Even if just 20 to 50 people fall for this daily, the scammers rake in huge profits. The EFCC says many of these suspects rely on impersonation and identity theft as part of their operation. Operation Eagle Flush underscores the EFCC's commitment to curbing cybercrime and protecting Nigerians from online fraudsters.
Into romantic conversations and then get their attentions, and once you get their attention, you now tell them about this phantom business or investment platform that they offer, and then they ask their victims to register on their platform, which is www.yoto.com. So once you register on that platform, you're already part of them. It's assumed that you are into investment with them and everything. But for you to register on that particular platform, you have to pay some money. It is from $35 upward, $35.50. So you can just imagine bumping like maybe 100 people per day, and maybe even if you end up with about 50 or 20 per day, and you are you raise that kind of registration fee, it's a lot of time. So that was their modus operandi. They were using impersonation.
Further investigations revealed that the suspects used advanced technology to disguise their true locations, making it appear as though they were communicating from London, Germany, Italy, or other foreign countries. However, a deeper look exposed the truth. All the messages were actually originating from Nigeria, as confirmed by their IP addresses.
To achieve what they were doing. And then they were also changing their location through an advanced VPN technology, where they can choose to tell you they are communicating with you from London, from Germany, from Italy, or wherever. It is a deeper look that you now discover that all these communications are coming from Nigeria, because the IP addresses are indicating Nigeria, thereby destroying the image of this country, damaging our image internationally.
They have some foreign females whose pictures that they use in the building. If there is a need to chat with the victims, those females are there whose pictures have been used in the profile. There is a phone line that is linked to each desktop computer that is used in the fraudulent activity that they can use to direct the communication. They have studios set up with ring lights inside that gives the proper ambience or vibe, as we may say in our street slang, that this lady is real, that you are talking to a person who is real. And there are also formats that we have encountered within the building, directing people how to start the communication, what name to use, which county to pretend that you are from, in order to win the confidence of the victim that is on the other side. It's really organized. One doesn't need to have any background in cybercrime or this street criminality for one to be able to succeed. All one has to do is to follow those instructions. There is day one, this is what you tell him. Day two, this is what you tell. Day three, very much organized. Very much organized.
All the suspects would later be moved to the EFCC Directorate in Lagos for proper profiling in preparation for the arraignment in court. The sheer number of the suspects was no mean feat.
That we made operational plans, but the operation of the large number of people, over 700 or getting to almost 800 people were arrested in one instant. And then when you have like that large number of people, how much number of operatives do you need to have on ground to control that large number of people, and knowing us Nigerians who we are and the potential for us to become unruly when we are in large numbers. So it was really something that I will forever cherish, kind of, with the challenge that we faced and how we were able to overcome it.
Many of the suspects have since been taken to court on charges bordering on cybercrime, cyberterrorism, identity theft, among others. Over 100 of them, all foreigners, have now been convicted and sentenced.
Actually, as of 25th of July, about 183 have been convicted. 183. We just have about 7 left. And even out of the 7, 4 have a plea bargain and all of that. So we have recorded the substantial resources in the prosecution. Yes, we also had some assets forfeited. That's some virtual assets, crypto assets worth about $200,000. Also, we have been able to secure the the forfeiture of over 1,500 computers and over 4,000 mobile phones. Over 4,000 mobile phones that were confiscated from these people. So you can imagine the extent of these nefarious activities being carried out by these folks. So by and large, we have recorded substantial success in this investigation and prosecution. And I think without being immodest, it's a world record.
As it is now, there are some that are proceeding to full trial, those who have chosen to face and defend the charges against them. And there are some that have chosen to plea bargain. So those who have chosen to go for the full trial are undergoing their trials. They are having their days in court. Those who have chosen to plea bargain, we have disposed of that, and there are still some more in the queue.
Before anybody would want to go into a plea bargain, you must be certain that you have done your work absolutely to the best of your ability, and that the evidence that you have presented are compelling to the extent that they feel that trial. And that is the situation that we find ourselves in. We were able to gather enough evidence to confront them with, and all of them know that they are mostly involved in this crime. The evidence that we have, a number of them just felt there was no need stretching the legal process, and they came up to plead guilty to the charges that we filed against them.
With the convictions comes a fulfillment for the officers behind the landmark operation.
I am fulfilled because all the effort that we have put into this work is finally yielding result. First of all, it's sending a clear message to the foreigners who are luring our youth into this type of activities that it cannot be tolerated. Secondly, the youth too are also learning that partaking in this criminal activity will not help them, hence making them to change their trajectory into something that is more positive. So if you look at it and the perception across the globe about Nigeria, now it creates the sense that Nigeria is actually doing something to get rid of this type of criminal activities. So I am fulfilled. We have put a lot of effort. We have not let our chairman down. We have brought honor to all the promises that he has made to help Nigerians to fight this type of criminal activities are fulfilled before his very eyes.
Now with this investigation and with the success rate of the prosecution, and the whole world should know that Nigeria will not tolerate such nefarious activities. Nigeria will not be allowed itself to be taught to get them at any time, anywhere, and will expose their nefarious activities and ensure that they are prosecuted.
Eagle Flush was not just an operation. It was a powerful statement by Nigeria's anti-graft police that there will be no hiding place for cyber criminals in Nigeria.
It's one of the great landmarks of the EFCC airport, because out there, the impression that people are having globally is that it is only Nigerians that are perpetuating internet fraud, that are perpetuating all sorts of financial and dubious thing in Nigeria, in the name of Nigeria. But here we are, arresting over 700 people involved in this financial fraud. This is a commendable effort, and we can only give our moral support to this nationalistic work that the EFCC is doing.
For foreigners especially who believe that operation has proved one thing, that you have a number of criminal elements who are foreigners coming into Nigeria to establish fraud syndicate in the country, and they pretend or project the image that these things are being done by Nigerians. This operation has proven that it's not Nigerians that are actually driving this criminality. You have foreigners, mostly from the Asian subcontinent, who are in Nigeria doing fraud. But what the investigation that we have conducted over the last couple of months have clearly shown is that the Commission has capacity to detect fraud wherever it is perpetrated in Nigeria. And whether you are Nigerian or you are a foreigner involved in cyber criminality, it's only a matter of time that the EFCC will simply get you. And that is our slogan. It might take time, but wherever you are, we'll get you.
There's hardly anything me and my men will be able to do without the support of Mr. President. The tone is always set at the top, according to the popular saying in our parlance. Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has given us the right atmosphere to operate. He has given us all the necessary support, and he has assured us that he's going to, encourage us all the way through to ensure that Nigeria become a safe place for foreign direct investment. That anybody who eventually is scammed of his wealth will be restored, as it were. And so it's important for us to give credit to Mr. President, and also to give credit to my men who have been working day and night to ensure that any victim of this crime is restored. And eventually we'll ensure that anyone who comes to Nigeria to invest will be sure that the environment is safe, the financial ecosystem is sane and is clean for them to carry out their activities.
The world has for long regarded Nigeria as a haven for cybercriminals. The current management and officers of the EFCC are fighting hard to change that narrative, and they are succeeding, one operation at a time. While the fight is a tough one, their commitment and determination are as hard as steel, and their optimism unwavering.
The EFCC has never rested from the one that it was created, and it will never rest. We're even more it gets tougher. We are toughened to always confront it and to continue fighting.
Having had their day in court, convicted and sentenced, the foreign cybercriminals are now being deported to their countries. In collaboration with the EFCC, the Nigerian Immigration Service has now deported over 100 of them.
We also commend the effort of government to deport these bad eggs who have come to this country in the name of doing legitimate business, but ended up actually destroying our reputation, our country, and also training some Nigerians to be doing these fraudulent activities. So deporting them is the right way. And in fact, not only deporting them, banning them completely from coming to Nigeria, because as long as they will come back, they will continue to activate this network of criminals to continue to perpetuate criminality, and the integrity and the name of Nigeria will continue to spoil, because the people they train, they will also spread across the world to continue to commit this kind of atrocities.
We are telling the criminals that EFCC is on them. We are not going to relent. And we are working almost 24 hours to ensure that we fulfill our mandate and to ensure that we make Nigeria a place that is going to be extremely difficult for them to carry out their inferior activities. And also, as the president of NASIWA is a network of anti-corruption institutions in West Africa. I'm trying to syndicate efforts with all my colleagues across West Africa sub-region. And we have agreed to work together to share intelligence, to share information, to ensure that no West Africa countries will serve as safe haven. And the rest of the world need to join hands with us so that we can also make the whole world, a place where anybody can go and have their investments carried out and become not being made a safe haven for criminals. And that's a message to all our colleagues across the world.
All the foreign convicts arrested during Operation Eagle Flush will be deported after serving their sentences in Nigeria. This decisive move, according to the EFCC, is aimed at sending a clear message that cybercrime and international fraud will no longer be tolerated within or beyond the nation's borders. With this operation, the EFCC reaffirms its commitment to safeguarding Nigeria's digital space and restoring the country's global reputation for integrity and trust.